welcome to another Defensive Thursday, which is technically Friday because I had stuff going on yesterday, and apparently my plans got canceled today. First thing I want to say is I got a real good surprise. Thank you everybody who viewed my video yesterday. My first video that got 1,000 views. That was a nice surprise. I was actually kind of in a good mood all day today. So of course, it's been a good day, all the way around. So, hey, Resolute, welcome to Defensive Thursday plus 1 day late. Um, yeah, so Ryan will probably be along here anytime soon, sometime soon. I sent him the link, but if not, I'll change the title of the stream. But anyhow, pop culture curator suggested that I should do conspiracy today. Are you hearing a weird sound? I'm not hearing any sound. I don't know what you're referring to. Uh, Unless you're hearing that bird that's right outside the window. Could be the fan. Here, I'll plug my. Maybe that took care of it. I'm not sure. Because I'm not hearing no buzzing on my end here. But there is a bird right outside the window that the cat's staring at. Aren't you, Pumpkin? You're staring at that bird, aren't you? She is intently staring at it because she didn't even look back at me. She's all tensed up with her tail flapped out. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. So, I actually came halfway prepared today. Huh. Let's see if this will take care of it. Is that better? I can't tell on this end. But, so anyhow, I kind of made a list of the things that I kind of liked about this. We'll start off with Pacifica. I was actually kind of intrigued. I kind of did want to see the planet Pacifica. They're an ocean world that is completely covered in water with a few beaches and all that. I think that's kind of cool. Well, granted, we are an ocean world, but we're uh, we have we're actually 70% water, but I'm guessing like Pacifica is like 95% water. Uh, so then we move on to. I'm liking how they're continuing the continuity with Jordy is trying to teach Data humor, and Data's not understanding. He just kind of explains the whole concept of the answer to the joke. I think that's funny. That's good continuity that we had because Jordy's been working with Data on that, or will be a continuity thing throughout the series. Next up, we get the code. We actually learn what a code 47 is, which is a captain's eyes only. So that's where we start getting the drama in the episode, is by receiving a code 47. I believe this is the first episode that features that, or it might be even be the only one. I can't remember if it's used again or not. And that brings up the old 47 trope again. That you keep seeing the number 47 throughout the franchise. Someone was obsessed with that number. And the whole time when Captain says that nobody needs to know, we got the crew trying to figure out what's going on, and Riker puts Data on it. And Data just does not have the right necessary information to figure, because Data can figure anything out if you give him just enough clues. But He's not quite figuring it out there. Then what? And they're heading to a planet called Dialet Diatalix B, which is an old mining colony, which has long been abandoned. Which I don't know why you would abandon. If they're mining something, there's no way they could mine the whole planet. Oh, sorry about that. Went down. My juice went down the wrong windpipe there. Went down the wrong pipe. So either it's a bit just one abandoned shaft, and that's where they meet, or the whole planet's been abandoned for the mining. That part they didn't make quite clear, but it's a beautiful planet. It has a nice red glow to it. And actually like the red sky. I think that's a pretty cool light trick they did with having everything kind of reflect red. Oh, is it the only Colt 47? That's what I was thinking, but I thought maybe they used it a couple times throughout the entire franchise. But you could be right on that. That. Then once Picard encounters the three captains, you got the old trick question there where which bar that Crusher or Jack and Beverly met. Then he tries to use his brother. Oh, I have no brothers, two sisters, blah blah blah. And that's how they gain his confidence there. And we do get to see our first black captain in here. Not like Discovery trying to take credit for having the first black captain. Granted, I will give Michael Burnham, she's the first main character black captain, but she's not the first black captain in Starfleet. There's three others. And I liked how they made her, you know, now she was one of the fastest climbing. She's one of she became a captain faster than anybody else in Starfleet. That's actually a pretty cool backstory in that. And the whole purpose of the meeting was that each one noticed different random events, except for Picard. Picard that just don't add up. It's just not like one different thing, but there's just each one noticed different things. And it kind of put the things. They're like something's not adding up here. There's something going on, and they believe there's something infiltrating Starfleet, which was their worst mistake. Oh yeah. Oh, how can I forget Cisco? Or was it she? Did she claim she was the first black female captain? I think she claimed she was the first black female captain. I can't remember the exact interview. I just seen that. I just seen a clip of it, and I just rolled my eyes. Oh, Discovery taking credit for something they didn't. The whole point of that was they took Discovery was trying to take credit for something that they did not do. Well, it was the first black female or the first black captain. That didn't matter. The point is, Discovery was trying to take credit for something that they did not do, which if they wanted to, they could have reworded it, but anyhow. Another thing I liked is when they got back there, for some reason, Picard has a lot of trust in Troy. Personally, I don't trust. I wouldn't. I think he would have been better off trusting Beverly since they have more of a history. But I suppose we're almost to the end of season one, so you gotta trust someone there. And they're totally suspicious. They're not believing in all that. But then they figured something was up when they found out that the Hiroshio was destroyed, and it could have only been the Hiroshio based on they believed it was sabotage. But there's one thing here. The roots for this episode was laid earlier in an earlier episode. I can't remember which exactly episode it was, but it's the one where Quincy and Remick they're board come aboard the Enterprise. That they're sat there and questioning all the crew members because they wanted to make Picard the the head of Starfleet Academy there, and they knew, and Quincy back then knew something was going on, but he just couldn't connect the dots. And this is where Data he finally got the little tidbit of information that he needed to connect the dots. I really think. Oh, did they do? Did they walk that back or change how they? Oh, so they changed to you. Did they say lead? Because I don't remember them saying lead in the interview. But I could be wrong. Wrong. I will admit I could be wrong on it. I didn't pay that much attention to it. It was just something I was rolling my eyes because I'm eyes, because quantum. But yeah, I really think Data's probably been the only because as long as it took him, as fast as that information was crossing the screen, by the time people have been able to connect the dots, they will have forgotten what they first see, and stuff. And Data's the only one that could probably got through fast enough or retained enough information for them to be able to see what was going on, which they're replacing officers who have been in high contact with the high echelons in um, Starfleet Academy there that were getting promoted fast tracks there. So when they decided to head back to Earth there, it's kind of nice seeing Quincy again. It's kind of like a flashbacks to the other shows, the previous episode there, where he's talking, and they were talking about that previous episode how he's feeling, and you could tell Picard and Riker knew could tell something was up. They weren't sure what it was. And really, what makes this a great episode is Riker meets Quincy in Quincy's quarters there, and gets the shit beat out of him and knocks that smug attitude right out of him. Because after this episode, that Riker grew his beard, literally and figuratively, where he did not, he was no longer that. Well, he was still a little smug, smart ass, but he grew. He grew up figuratively, or grew up. He got his beard, and he became a leader that he should be. A little bit of a smart ass still, especially when he's talking to Jellicoe, but that's still a whole different. That's a whole different conversation there. But you gotta like him getting the shit beaten out of him. Then well, Picard beaming down there, they have the toast of the Roshio and stuff. I really did like those were kind of some cool looking glasses that they're drinking out of. I like those tall stems, with the near. It looked pretty cool looking glasses. I kind of wish I want some. And I do like. Oh, I'm gonna apologize right now if anybody hears sirens and all that. It's the fire department's giving free rides to the kids, and they're about a block away. So, and another thing is that they're trying to figure out what's wrong, like if it was Quincy or what was wrong with Quincy. And the only clue that they could figure out was like a little stinger in the back that was kind of like a gill on how they breathe. And these were cool looking parasites that they found on the planet out in an uncharted planet. That someone got affected with. They're actually pretty cool. A champagne flute. No, I've never seen glasses like that before. Of course, I never drink champagne, so yeah. We didn't have those kind of glasses when when I worked in the bar and all that because I don't even think we served champagne at the bar there. It's kind of intriguing, but yet it's completely disgusting that they were eating those live worms. I was kind of intrigued about it. Like, how can anybody eat that? But I actually wonder how much they paid those actors to eat those things, because I know in Star Trek Six, uh, William Shatner paid each person $20 per bite of the food there that they would eat. So every bite of the blue food, that disgusting looking food in Star Trek Six, Shatner paid him $20 to take. So I wonder how much they got paid for that. And it's kind of fun watching Riker come in there at the end, or towards the end of the episode, where then he just plays along and he goes, "You'll soon be one of us, Picard." It's just a fun conversation, just watching all those admirals just keep getting phasered and all that. And we do get to see Patrick Stewart hit someone, or come close to hitting someone. But it's cool that what's really nice is they didn't make the lead admiral the mother creature. They left that to Lieutenant Rennick. Yeah, it was Rennick who had the mother parasite, or the queen parasite, or whatever ever there. He was the one hosting it, and they end up phasering him after he eats one of the children, or whatever you call it. There, and they, I got, I gotta say, I absolutely love the exploding head trick, or shot that they did. That was totally cool. Well, some people, and that's one of the reasons I think someone said they didn't like it, was the special effects on the exploding head. I thought it looked cool, and they had to do it that way because back then you could not show blood and gore really much on TV. I don't believe, or they wanted to keep it more, or if they wanted to keep their rating, they could not make it bloody and gory. So that's why they had to do it that way. Then you got the mother parasite crawling out of the stomach, which is pretty. It was pretty cool. It was disgusting, but it looked pretty cool. And they just end up phasing the mother there, and all the little children die. You know, but then they pick up what is deemed the homing beacon, or homing signal, where, and I like that they left it open as a possibility that we could be seeing these creatures. Either it made a good end of the episode, but also it left their foot in the door. So personally, I really love this episode. It's like in my top 10. I was glad I got to see this episode again. It gave me an excuse to see this episode again. But I can't change. I changed it. Well, maybe I can edit it on the YouTube side there. But anyhow, that homing beacon looks. Yeah, that is a disappointment. We don't hear from him again, but it's not like they left us on a cliffhanger hanger there, and then all of a sudden the cliffhanger never paid off. But I will say, I think they were supposed to show up again, but they were, but I don't think they got the welcoming or the audience that they thought they were going to get. So they got replaced with the Borg, because the Borg have the same kind of philosophy, or same kind of set there, where the Borg and these parasites were hive minds, that are required to work together, and each one has a different task. Kill the queen, and then they both die. It has a lot of similarities to the Borg, but I think the writers were going to use them again, but they decided to replace them with the Borg, just so people could, because the Borg were scarier than these things, I think, and people could probably relate to the Borg, could see the Borg coming more than these parasites. But I do kind of wish they would have named them something, but so that we could call them something other than parasites. Which I gotta say, they did look pretty cool and all that. Nice special visual effects. So, anyhow, that is my defensive conspiracy, which I think is I personally top 10 for me. I could see others not liking the episode, especially with the exploding head. I know some people didn't like that effect. I know that the end, closer to the end of the end of them, they have a canon thing. I thought I said it meant, I'll recheck that because I looked it up earlier. It just said, because according to Memory Alpha, it's just called a parasitic being. The specific race of parasitic beings in the creature. It's kind of funny. They want to seek peaceful coexistence, but yet they infiltrate Starfleet and all that. Yeah, all I'm seeing is them being labeled as parasitic beings. Are you sure it's Alpha Canon that they're, or is that a Beta Canon maybe that they were named? Yeah. Uh, yeah, and they don't even name it the Queen or nothing. Okay, so they're in memory beta. Okay, so it's beta canon. So let's do this. Parasitic being beta. Oh, that's okay. Parasite. Okay, I got the memory beta. A parasite biological is the type of life form that becomes thing for substance. Are you thinking it's the Ardanan parasite? Or there's the cytoplasmic pseudoparasite, the blastoneuron bluegill, and televoru. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a lot to look through here. If I'm looking for which one. Yeah, it's a lot to look through. I'm not sure what their actual name is there, but yeah. So that's what I got for defending this episode there. Um, Tomorrow I will have Babylon 5. I should be back. Oh, they're an offshoot of the Trill. Okay. That makes sense. All right, tomorrow I should be doing a Babylon 5. I should be back home in time for that. Sunday I will be um if people let me, I'm gonna get permission first. I'm gonna try to do videos, get some videos there of different cars because we're having our annual car show on Sunday, and we'll probably watch Paul on Sunday there. Then I'm not sure what I'm doing Monday there, and I will probably be doing a bunch more shorts. Maybe I'll do like some more food shorts because that people seem to like that one because somehow I hit the algorithm on that one. So I might do some more food shorts. Who knows? And who knows? I might do some different segments here and there if people like them. So all right, with that, you guys have a good night. Oh, and also make sure to check out Resolute Germ's channel. Tomorrow is Saturday morning cartoons at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I believe that's 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Um, also check out sci. Oh yeah, um, yeah, steak is always popular. Um, Also make sure to check out his Sci-Fi Tuesdays there. He does Lex and Farscape on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time or 6 o'clock Pacific Time. Then also, me and him do live reacts on Thursdays there at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Orville. So also look out for that. And remember to be a gorilla.